And we're live! Welcome to episode 75.
What up, friends?
But also episode 1. We're starting over again. One beer at a time. Right now, we have got a setup with Robert.
What up, what up?
We are, today we're launching our Spotify, Everything Under the Sun YouTube channel. We need to get those hit. I hate to do this already, but hit like and subscribe because we cannot go live on YouTube from our phones until we have 1,000 subscribers.
You gotta earn it.
So we gotta earn that shit. But
So
this is just kind of our first YouTube video I'm filming right here. Just a quick little back behind the scenes. Joe, why don't you crack open your first beer?
Well,
and that'll
what
be
we
our
gonna
first
do?
YouTube video. I think we go ahead and start with the one we don't want to do. We go ahead and pony up.
Yeah, so for our new friends and followers and listeners, you'll get to know us quickly. We're not sour dudes. We're just really not. But, yeah, so in the spirit of being real beer drinkers, though, and on the mission to always bring to you some of our best local craft beers, and some of you, a lot of you, love sours, well, we're going to go there today with a Tiki Punch fruited double sour from Main and Mill. Main and Mill's in Festus, Missouri, about 30 minutes down south yonder of here.
In about 90 seconds away from our good friends,
Our
four
best
brothers, our best friends, the brothers, the four of them, Four Brothers Meat.
Four Brothers Meat is Obot's best friends.
So
I was like, can you guys come out and play?
With that shout out, we're gonna end the YouTube video, and we'll get that posted this afternoon. Like, subscribe, join. Please get us to that. Let's get to that 1,000 so we can start doing these live streams on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're doing the Tiki. What is it? The fruited double sour Tiki Punch.
Okay. So before we pour this up, this feels so strange because I do feel like it's in episode 1.
Yeah,
but this is really episode 75.
And I
like
think
we're almost there.
We kind of
hang on, like we got to think officialness. Like this wasn't even really supposed to be a thing, and it's a thing, and we're on our way to 100.
Yeah, and we kind of wanted this as a seminal episode, so you don't get much more seminal than starting from scratch.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to start a YouTube following, our Spotify following, Apple Play, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and so we're gonna start. Oh,
all right, buddy, you're gonna have to get in on this with us.
All right.
You know what?
Over here with Jim.
That sound is not bad. Or, I'm sorry, that smell.
Cheers. Cheers,
Cheers,
boys.
boys.
Salud.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, it smells lovely, actually. All right, here we go. Color's pretty. The head on it is nice. Lacing is good.
Ooh, buddy. That hits like a sour candy.
Yeah, you pucker up quick, huh?
Woo, that hits you.
But I will say very fast, I don't love the sourness of this, but flavor is good.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of punch taste,
Yeah.
actual like fruit punch taste there, and in a pleasant way.
Yeah.
It's hoppy.
It is hoppy. It's just that'll make you pucker real
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
Like you just threw a handful of like Sour Patch Kids in your mouth and just woo. Oh man.
Woo, man, yeah. Super sour, but I'm actually having fun with it because I really do like the flavor.
Yeah.
And that's a rare thing for me.
You know,
I like the fruit punch taste.
I'm really liking is I forgot how much I liked having the condenser mics and being back to like a semi-professional setup.
Man. Okay, so let's see here. The show where we talk about local craft beer. Well, Main and Mill, we still got to get out there to you guys.
Yeah.
We really want to come out. Now that we're doing videos, we hope to come out and do a session with you all in the near future.
Yeah.
You guys be watching for us because we're setting it up with Center Ice and Four Brothers. We're going to be fully behind the scenes, fully involved in their process, learning the story, the backstory, all of it very, very, very soon.
Yeah.
But anyway, Main and Mill, we haven't actually been there, but like you were saying, right next door to our friends at Four Bros, we go by there all the time. We're happy to finally see some of their brews on our shelves now. And I'm really, really impressed with this beer. This is not my style brew at all because, it's super, super, super sour. But right away, there's a but because the fruit punch taste, normally something that's that fruity, that has that much of a juice kind of taste to it, I wouldn't like. But it's also very hoppy, and I really like it.
Well, especially
it smells really, really good.
Especially when it's packaged in as like an IPA. I don't like my IPA to be that fruit juicy.
Yeah.
But this is almost alcoholic fruit juice.
Yeah, because you know what? If you take the sour away, and you make it a seltzer, I love it.
Yeah, I'm getting that sweetness.
So
now.
also, what I'm giving it to, I think it needs to not be so crispy cold. But what I'm getting at now is that for my sour friends, you guys will love this.
This is a knock it out of the park on a sour.
Yeah, I mean it's an absolute fuck yes on a sour scale. You know, if you're a sour fan, especially because I know a lot of our friends, our immediate friends that we know personally, you know, I don't mean our podcast world friends.
Yeah.
But I know like our boy, like Alex, like Simon, a lot of them really like the fruit taste that are in these sour beers. So I think most sour drinkers would be, big fans of this brew. But I wanted to mainly highlight that I'm very impressed with Main and Mill because, First beer we have for them is the Euphoria.
Yep.
That peanut butter. And if you guys have ever heard us talk about peanut butter brews before, I myself love the Big Buddy Peanut Butter Cup. That's one of the brews that got me really drinking stouts.
Yeah.
And I love it. I can't believe that I like a beer that's that sweet, that literally tastes like chocolate peanut butter. Yeah. But the Euphoria from Main and Mill, as soon as I had that one sip, remember we were chilling on the porch, had that one sip and I was like, holy shit, dude.
You know, I loved, what I loved about the Euphoria is, don't get me wrong, I like the Big Muddy Peanut Butter Cup, but having been a stout guy before, it was a little too sweet. It was a little too not my style.
It is sweet. This is very, very true.
And so once we had that Euphoria, I was like, oh, now that.
Well, see, like, I love Big Muddies. I still love it. I was just blown away that Main and Mill hit me with a very similar brew that I actually liked that much more. You know, it's like when you fall in love with something and to you, it's the shit. It doesn't get better.
Yeah.
And then you have something in that same realm where it just like, it rocks your whole dome. 'Cause you're like, holy shit, it gets better.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Euphoria did for me. 'Cause I still love the Big Muddy, you know, big fan for sure.
I don't get me wrong. I don't dislike the Big Muddy.
But Euphoria was just so impressive.
Yeah, Euphoria. If you're gonna give me a choice,
it tastes like organic peanut butter is in there or something. Like it has a different, like not so much of a straight peanut butter, salted peanut butter taste. It was more like a raw peanut taste.
There was peanut butter. Remember, there's peanut butter sediment at the bottom of that can.
Yeah. Well, so like my original point was, first of all, they hit me with that, and then secondly, now they get me with this one. I mean, dude, this is impressive because I'm surprised that I don't hate this.
This would take forever, so I don't even think it's viable. But could you imagine cutting open a bunch of those Euphoria cans after they're done, taking the peanut butter out, and turning those into peanut butter cups?
Whoa!
Like, I don't even know if that's viable. That would take a lot of work just to get one pack of peanut butter cups. But
so
in other words, we could basically take a similar beer, just soak a bunch of peanut butter in beer, and then see what happens.
See, we could do a taster. We'll use one of each of those beers.
Yeah. There's or just mix the beer into some chocolate. I don't know how that would affect the settling.
Ooh, man.
All right, I'm about ready.
So our rating system, friends, for the unfamiliar, we have meh, okay, and fuck yeah. Now all three of these all have their own little subcategories in their different realms. So you'll
subscribe, and follow. When you click that like, subscribe, and follow button, the more you watch, the more you'll learn our categories.
They all have gray areas, but ultimately, if it's a beer that neither one of us or both of us don't give a fuck to drink ever again, that is a meh.
Yeah, that is a meh.
If it's something that we don't even want to finish after that first sip,
Which we have, goddamn bog water.
a lot of our brews fit into
That's
okay.
one running joke.
Yeah.
That I feel like we're gonna have to bring the bog water back at some point if we
Bog
can find
Myrtle,
it.
dude, we have to.
Just because we have this running joke.
Weston, we want to come.
Myrtle.
We should go out to Weston and drink some.
Because it was the worst beer I've ever tasted.
Most of our
we
beers,
like Weston Brewing.
yeah, we really do.
But we need to retry that. Number one, I got to try it again. Number two,
we should get a 6-pack.
you're not going to get the
Dude,
joke
should
every
get a
time I bring up
6-pack.
the fucking Bog Myrtle.
Here's what we do. We
Unless
should
you
get a
find
6-pack.
the Bog Myrtle
and
episode.
we bring Alex back
Yeah.
since he was with us that last time, and we do a 6-pack, and all of us have to drink 2. He won't give a shit, but
he weirdly liked the Bog Myrtle. Okay. So on that note, that's been our first beer. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! We back.
We are back.
Once again,
Thank
moving
you.
on.
Thank you for accepting the little break there.
So moving on past our
Sour journey.
that actually worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So our overall rating on that sour, we were telling you all about our ratings, how they work, sort of, kind of. So with this one, my personal rating is, I give this a pretty strong okay.
I give it a solid okay. I can, if I'm at Main and Mill,
I don't mind this in my flight at all.
Yeah, I'll try that in a flight.
No,
I'll do
no
a
problem,
sample
absolutely.
of that or a snifter of it. I'm not sitting and drinking this whole tall boy
Yeah,
by
like,
myself, but
If I had bought a 4-pack of that,
man, bro, it is 8% alcohol.
it's going to sit around for a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
that's even more impressive. Actually, you don't get no taste
No.
of that whatsoever.
Nope.
That gives it a definite okay. Strong okay. You guys will find that a lot of our beers fit in that okay realm. Sometimes it's like, okay, like it's all right. Sometimes it's okay, but that's
we've
where
only
most of
had
them lie.
a handful of the meh.
Yeah, this is true.
And the Bog Myrtle is the pinnacle of that fucking meh. But, so now we're moving on. We've got Civil Life American Brown Ale. We've had this before. We know we love this. This beer's rich malt notes of bittersweet cocoa and roasted coffee are artfully balanced with a judicious dose of American hop. Civil Life.
Look at this color,
American
friends. It's beautiful.
Brown Ale.
It looks like a porter.
It really does, but with that light behind it, it shines through just enough to where you can tell that's an ale, not quite a stout or a porter.
Smells roasted and malty. It's great, man. It's great.
That is one of my favorite brown ales. It's
Roasted, little bit of a
because
coffee
it does,
bean, a little bit.
It teeters.
Yeah.
On that stout porter taste profile.
Right.
Not quite the mouthfeel of those two.
Definitely not. Much lighter than that.
Yeah, but and beautiful lacing, beautiful head.
The malt taste on this is really, really good. I don't know much about malts, but the flavor on this one is really, really good.
We're on this journey. Part of what's coming next, as you can see, is obviously our production value has gone way up. And we're changing a lot of things. We're adding to a lot of things. But with these OBOT on the road shows that we're going to be doing, especially with Center Ice, where we're going to get to sit down and talk to Jim.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be able to explain a lot of the stuff.
We're going to fucking Center Ice.
It's going to be so fucking
And
cool.
finally, even though we've taken you into Four Brothers the Meadery plenty of times.
Yeah.
If you guys follow us IG and shit, we've taken you there plenty of times. Finally. We're going to sit down with the brothers. We're going to walk through the meadery. We're going to take you through the whole process and see how it happens, where it happens, how it all came to be. We're going to talk with at least 2 of the brothers. It's hard to get them all together. But
You might have heard
it's gonna
about
be
Four
beautiful.
Brothers elsewhere as well. You might hear it on the point now, but where you're going to get the inside scoop, where you're going to learn the real shit. That's from you boys.
we're going to take you in as friends, you know?
Yeah, we're going to take you as friends.
So Civil Life, American Brown. I mean,
it's an absolute fuck, yeah.
I'd say so, man. I'm a real big fan of Alpha, the the brown, the
Yes.
modern brown.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like the malty taste that it has. There's something about it. It's different. Like
Yeah.
I said, I don't really know my malts like that, but
No.
there's something really, really nice about it. This one, I really think I like at the same level because it's in the same realm. Of course, it's a brown ale, malty brown ale. But this one's got that robust, like roasted coffee bean kind of taste and feel to it. Very, very nice.
Well, we're both also big coffee guys. And this does. What's nice is this has that coffee roast to it without it being kind of overblown with coffee.
Beautiful lacing, too.
Yeah,
This glass.
it really does. It just...
Nice little rings, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Civil Life American Brown, you get an auto fuck yeah from one beer at a time.
And now, on to one of what we already know.
Yeah, we know this is a fuck yeah, but we had to cover it and bring it to you guys.
Yeah.
We did this with the hazy. Four Hands are lovely, lovely local St. Louis brewery. Four Hands that you guys know we fucking love. Scale of Complexity is one of their IPAs. We love the Scale of Complexity, but they did series this year. It was a little bit different.
Yep.
And one of them is this El Dorado. It's all El Dorado hops. It's delicious. Oh.
If you need some pitch,
Thought
man,
there
we're
was some
both
brew in
good
there.
at holding cans up next to our head as well. Billy Mays here. Is your beer just not
like-
quite cutting it?
Use it as a marinade. Use it on first aid.
Or just having a long day at work? Step into Four Hands Scale of Complexity with some lovely El Dorado hops, an IPA with notes of pear, watermelon, and stone fruit. 6.5% ABV.
Pairings with soft cheeses and grilled meats. Isn't that all beers? Shit.
I mean, I love soft cheeses and I love grilled meats.
Very hazy. Looks extra juicy. Smells incredible. El Dorado hops is something to take note of for my IPA friends.
Oh man, it's so bright. It has, you know what I love is it doesn't have any of the, it's very hoppy, but it doesn't have those piney, lingering. I love those West Coast IPAs that have the piney flavors, the flavor profile.
The citrus to them.
This has a very fruity hoppiness to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the El Dorado hops is something to pay attention to because that, what is it? Modern?
Yeah.
Oops. El Dorado? Fucking delicious.
El Dorado was one of my favorites.
Man, their Oops series is impressive in general. But yeah, it's a Four Hands though. Scale of Complexity. Got to check it out. We're getting towards the end of the warm season, you guys. If you can find El Dorado, you got to go out there and get it. Another shout out to Four Hands, that Incarnation series.
Yeah. Well,
that
and you know
hazy
what?
one.
One of the reasons I love both the Scale of Complexity and the Oops series. Who's the Oops series? That's Modern.
Modern, yeah.
Modern. I love the Oops series from Modern, and I love the Scale of Complexity from Four Hands because they're highlighting individual hops.
Yeah,
And
man.
a lot of
very,
IPAs,
very cool.
A lot of IPAs, you get a complex mixture, and you do get a beautiful, tasty, hoppy beer. But very seldomly, as beer drinkers, do we get to focus on one thing, right? Even this American Brown Ale, there's cocoa, there's coffee, there's the malt, there's all these other notes to it. This, while it has multi-flavor notes, it's focused on one hop. And I love that because it allows it to shine in color.
Yeah,
And it
especially
helps
for a
you
newer
learn.
hop.
Yeah.
We're not experts, but you get familiar. Like, we've guessed Mosaic in several beers,
And one of the
things,
because we're
some
kind
of
of
them,
introducing new viewers, new listeners to this. One of the things that I hope you'll come back for is that we are, and nothing to your true beer nerds, your guys that can pick out every little fucking thing. But that's not what we're not here for. We're here for you to listen. We're here for you to drink with us, right? Come have a beer. Come learn about some beer. Come taste some beer with us. Come listen to two dudes just shoot some fucking shit. That's what we do, man. We're never going to be pretentious about this, and we're also never going to get upset about comments or notes or or anything, please send us anything. Send us something.
Especially for our local friends.
Yeah.
If you're in our area, if you drink this beer, if you're friends of the brewers, of the owners of these different places we love so much, let us know what you know that we don't know, please.
Yeah, if there's something we missed, or if there's a beer that we somehow have skipped over or something, you find something in the store, send it to us. We'll come get it. We'll come try it. There's something, let's say you grew up in Iowa or Oklahoma, somewhere around here, and there's a beer that you love from where you came from. If it's a surrounding state, we'll try it. We'll check it out. We'll taste it. We'll even make little road trips. That's another thing on our docket. We've got things in the plans. We've got a lot of shit in the plans.
I'll go check out a brewery in Indiana or some shit.
So will I.
We can always go check out that punk rock, death metal, hockey, pinball, wrestling bar that I watched Game 5 of the Blues playoffs the year we won the Stanley Cup. It was the most random fucking bar I'd ever been into. It was regular food, vegan food, punk, like hardcore punk rock music, hockey, wrestling, and pinball. That's what their theme was, and it was fucking bizarre, but it was awesome. And their food was good too.
Hell yeah, man.
And they had a good selection of beer.
Dude, I really like this brew a lot. This is definitely a summer brew. It's a little bit juicy. It's pretty juicy.
Yeah.
It's the right kind of hazy. It would be good with all those summer foods.
Yes.
Grilled chickens.
Yeah.
You know, your fish
some
tacos.
Jerk chicken. This would be great with some grilled jerk chicken.
Yeah.
Some fish tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, just some fruit even.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and give this a rating. What do you think?
Oh, this is a fuck yeah. It's unique in the IPA world. Hats off to Four Hands for doing the El Dorado specific, something different. I mean, I drink this all the damn time.
I will drink this anytime. I've actually got 3 of these in my fridge right now.
Yeah. And thinking of food right off the top that just goes with it, you're like, hell yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing, though. Okay, so we have strong beers going right here. All right, out of the two, if you got to pick one.
I think I'm almost because I'm such an IPA guy.
realms.
I'm going with the scale of complexity, but do not ever discount the Civil Life American Brown Ale.
I know. I think I'm only going scale because I can drink it faster.
Yeah, and I can drink it any day of the week.
But fuck yes, all the way around.
Oh, absolutely. Chimichangas, chimichangas.
You do realize we are recording. Okay. You're welcome. Very welcome.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I got Joe off guard on that one.
Can you tell we've been drinking? That's why we're drinking 12-ounce beers, right?
That's also why we tell you that this show is absolutely not like a pretentious just review food and it's us bullshitting around, right? It's us having a great goddamn time.
You know what this show is, though? This show is episode 1 of the YouTube world of a new phase, a new evolution of the One Beer at a Time podcast. And this is a feature episode of Main and Mill. Didn't do it on purpose. It just worked out that way. So we did Main and Mill, the Tiki Punch Fruited Double Sour. That was the first beer we did. Tangerine, pineapple, I don't know, passion fruit, whatever the hell's in that thing. And then we went back to one that I know for a fact is very good. But this is the Main and Mill Float Trip Lager.
Emergency Lager Float Trip. Main and Mill Brewing. You know what? I like that this is only 4.5%, which is nice compared to what we've been drinking some high ABV shit today.
No.
You know.
I mean, just 6.5 and
Don't
8.
worry, we drink water during the breaks.
Well, we are splitting 12-ounce cans.
And we're also splitting 12.
We were tactical
cans,
today.
So.
We were tactical. If it was a Friday night episode, it'd be a little bit different.
But we do need to remind our audience, please drink responsibly. Don't be assholes. On that note, though, let's dive into this emergency float trip lager.
Really great color. Beautiful head for a lager.
Beautiful head for a lager.
Thick, big bubbles. Ooh. smells lovely.
Smells lovely.
Yup.
That reminds me of a nice 22-year-old up in Scotland. A nice Edinburgh girl. Huh? Huh?
I fucked your mom, Trebek.
Oh, I'll take her right to my specter, if you know what I mean.
This is
You give me a toy.
Damn good lager.
Yeah, this is a good, crisp.
Smells like an all-American beer.
You know, this, I love when we get to these kinds of beers, because this is the type of beer I could hand my dad and be like, this is a craft beer, but you're going to like it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, who doesn't like this beer?
Because my dad, as we've explained in previous episodes, my dad is absolutely the guy that is like, what are you drinking that shit for? Drink a real beer, and he'll hand you like a Budweiser or a Bud Light or a fucking...
Drink something
So,
tastes
don't get
like
me
beer.
wrong. I drink Busch and Busch Light. We drink... Hell, we put down Joe had a little bit of a rough week last week with the... with the album release party getting shut down, and so I grabbed. I'll tell you what, with the truck I'm driving now, the Ranger,
it just felt right.
climbing up into my Ranger with a 30 rack of Coors Banquet, gave me
Felt
a
like
moment,
summer 1985.
a nice Americana moment. You know, I was like, yeah. You know, it was, but no,
like,
man, this is
like,
good.
reminds me of Miss Stacey Williams, summer 1985.
Reminds me of being in the front row, Leonard Skinner, hammered drunk, and Jesus is singing lead vocals.
You know what? This is a Leonard Skinner brew right here.
Yeah.
This shit is all American. This is a wonderful lager. This is an everyday, all the time,
One of these,
any occasion brew.
being our first YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and put this out in the ether. Joe, you can do the voice for me. One of these days, we need the Broken Skull himself.
Oh, yes.
Let me
Yeah, we have these big ambitions that one of these days y'all are going to hear, well, hell, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin here on One Beer at a Time. Figured since it was my new favorite beer podcast, might as well come down, split a couple with you fine gentlemen. Hell, let's get on down to Broken Skull IPA. Tell me what you think.
Hell yeah, brother.
One of these days.
One of these days.
One of these days.
You know what? If that happens, I can retire and die a happy man.
Yeah, dude. To hear him say, my new favorite beer podcast, the One Beer at a Time boys here. Hell, I thought we'd come do some IPAs together. Finish off with a couple Steve Weisers.
Steve Weisers. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Get him to shoot a crossbow. Fuck yeah. God damn it, that shit gets me hot.
Oh, we would road trip down to the Broken Skull Ranch. We would film and record the entire thing. Oh, man. Oh, I got chills right now.
I would even let him do a stunner on me.
Oh, I gotta get stunned.
I gotta get stunned. If I don't get stunned, did it even happen?
And then I need him to slam a couple of beers afterwards and throw the cans on us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, oh the dreams.
Oh man, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say about this beer other than it's a great lager.
I'd say
crisp, it's clean.
It's a pretty perfect lager.
Yeah, it's crisp, clean, easy drinking, summer beer.
Really light.
It's what a lager should be.
Yeah, as craft drinkers, I think it's what we wish lagers always were.
Right. Like, it's what I wish my average... Now, don't get me wrong. I love Busch. That is my go-to weekend beer when I'm not drinking craft beer. If I want to have 6-8 beers, I'm drinking a fucking Busch. We enjoy some Coors Banquet. But if those beers could be this...
Yeah, they're generic compared to this.
You know... This is what
That's why we like single
This is what the fatherland. I don't know why I said the fatherland with an Irish accent. This is what the fatherland was about. The lagers.
But the shout out back to Four Hands too, because that's part of what we love about what is it? Single speed.
Yeah. Well, you know what else I have?
That jasmine, it's a light lager, but it's brewed with jasmine, and so it gives us this craft beer taste that you're like, light lager with a whole lot of flavor. Fucking love it.
Speaking of Four Hands, you know what I have in the fridge right now? their Oktoberfest beer. You remember what that with the eagle on it?
Yeah, that's the Marzen.
Dude.
Yeah,
I bought it on the.
I'm
way
waiting for
home.
Ocats to come out.
I bought it on the way home from Schlafly. They're serving their Oktoberfest on tap, and I had a few of those at Schlafly up in St. Charles. And while I'm not quite ready for Oktoberfest season, I just feel like the beers come out a little too early.
They do, but I can't help that that's literally one of my favorite brews in existence. The Marzen, the traditional Oktoberfest brew, is probably my favorite ale that there is.
And as far as the scale of,
I do love pale ale.
The scale of seasonal, that is my favorite season.
Yeah, dude, just a straight Oktoberfest.
Yep.
That's a Marzen ale.
Oh yeah.
That's what traditional Oktoberfest. So if it just says Oktoberfest and nothing else, that's what type of brew it is. And it's an ale.
Wonderful. We're gonna do some pumpkin ales this year. We didn't really do many last year.
No, we didn't. We did that I know we did the O'Fallon vanilla pumpkin that they do every year, the Harvester or whatever, something like that. I know we did that because we did that O'Fallon variety pack. But we did a lot of Ocats because the Ocats is the one that we really like.
The Ocats and the Four Hands I think are two of my
Those
favorites.
are some of the local ones that we really, really love. Schlafly's October is good, but they're always pushing the pumpkin so fucking much. And Schlafly's pumpkin is sweet, damn it.
The pumpkins
it gets super sweet, man.
After a couple, it really does.
I love that they're very strong beers. So at a fall festival at a party or something, you want to be in the spirit of the season and shit. Maybe drink one because they're like 9% or some shit. Fuck yeah, it's worth it. Okay, fine. But they're so goddamn sweet.
Side note for the next time we do a professional setup, we got to get Robert like his own little microphone. We do need to set that up. Jamie has his own microphone.
It's true.
Because his input is important. And today we have not really had many questions.
It's true. And
not that, Lauren, when you see this, we're not taking your job away, but we are evolving. And we have our Jamie now. And his name is Robert. So
what up?
We'll no longer refer to him as our Jamie. He's our Robert.
How's our Robert? We could probably figure that out, man.
His name was
just
Robert
another
Parson.
audio, and we just gotta get a third mic.
Yeah, man. Paulson.
His
name was Robert Paulson.
That's right.
His name was Robert Paulson.
I said Parson. I can't believe I forgot that.
What's the first
I actually have another microphone.
Yes, we have several microphones.
Stay tuned, friends. The evolution.
Yeah, we're evolving.
You are tuned in to the evolution of Obot.
So let's see. Quick little rundown. Let's go over all.
Yeah.
We had a great fucking list today.
We really did, including that sour that I'm.
Yeah, man. The Tiki Main and Mill stars of the show automatically, not just because you have two brews on our show, but because both brews. I was gonna say brews. Both brews are really, really impressive. But we started and finished with Made in Mill. So the start was the Tiki Punch Fruited Double Sour. Hit us in the back of the mouth so hardcore, just makes you pucker. Serious, but that beer flavor is undeniable. The fruit balance was really impressive. And at 8%, damn, it's drinkable.
Yeah.
So that was a very strong okay for us. Would drink again, for sure. Civil Life American Brown. Civil Life is a very traditional brewery, and we like it a lot. I can't think of a time where we had a Civil Life brewery we just didn't like it.
See, and that's what I like about Civil Life and UCBC is they're very traditional, but
they may not always be extremely impressive, but very traditional, and, you know that is impressive.
This kind of brings me back to something I was saying earlier. I am never going to shit on Schlafly because Schlafly opened the door for a lot of things. However, they kind of, in my mind, missed the boat that UCBC and Civil Life really walked through. Because they are two breweries that kind of stick to traditional things. They don't have any wild, crazy beers like Four Hands does.
Or not trying to be real innovative.
Yeah, they're not. But what they do, they nail it. They fucking nail it. And one of the things that I don't love about Schlafly is, and I said this when I was there Sunday. Excuse me, to Sarah. They've embraced mediocrity to me.
They're
And,
on their way to being commercial.
You know,
They're
right,
going to end up being our boulevard.
You know,
Like, it's going to happen.
But, you know, I don't know about that because I think that Boulevard seized on some things they didn't early on. And Schlafly's been around so long that I don't really know how you break into. I don't know how they break their next glass ceiling.
That's true.
Because, again, don't get me wrong. Now, they actually have new ownership, from what I hear. A kid I went to high school with who was a Schlafly himself, his dad and his dad's brother, so his uncle, from what I understand, may have bought the brewery recently, have bought the entire thing because they feel like they can do a better job. And I hope they can, because again, Schlafly is not bad by any means. It's not bad. It's just kind of lingering in mediocrity to me.
The only things
to where there's things they could really improve upon and still mass produce to the degree that they
have brew that's impressive. You know, like that raspberry heft, that's impressive for the type of beer that it is. Yeah. But they have two beers that I actually rave about, and that's it. The Pale Ale and the APA. The Pale Ale, because that is a damn good all-around pale ale that you can drink all the fucking time. And it doesn't work that way with everybody all the time. And then the APA is a step up. But outside of that, you're right. It's they're kind of lacking in a few areas and a few different things. And so for brews like Civil Life, beautiful, wonderful, traditional, we love it. And what they do well. So that American Brown is an automatic fuck yeah, because it's awesome. Yep. The four-hand scale of complexity. Four hands, you guys are fucking rock stars.
Yep.
Where they might always be traditional, they're fucking rock stars. And of course, the El Dorado scale of complexity is a fuck yeah. Main and Mill, we finish up with you again. The Emergency Float Trip Lager.
Didn't last long in my glass, I'll be
honest. I'm done. I'd give it a fuck yeah, but I'm going to go with a very strong okay on this one. I can't quite give them a fuck yeah on that lager.
No.
But I
will say it is very hard to crack the fuck yeah with a traditional lager. You got to blow my mind a little bit.
We get critical when it comes to that fuck yeah mark. Yeah. But damn good menu all the way around, friends. Yeah. I would highly recommend all of these to any of you. Please stay tuned for more local craft beers from the Missouri area.